Hey, what's going on, my friends? It's me, it's Ken. We're doing that Piercing Metal YouTube stuff at the Big Apple Comic Con, and now we're going to talk to Clay McLeod Chapman, who is responsible for all of this horrific topical stuff. Look at this. Ooh, I'm scared just looking at them. Here he is, Clay is smiling. It's not a man of terror at all. What's up, Clay?
Hey,
how are you?
I'm a kitty cat.
So, hey man, how are you? How's the convention been so far?
Great. I mean, so far so good. It's day one, and we're still standing on our own 2 feet. So I feel like I've got the stamina, energy.
Yeah. So tell me about some of the stuff. Now let's first talk about some of the comics you've done. So, Creepshow. Wow, you did Creepshow.
Yeah, I did one of the Creepshows. This just came out, the trade paperback. I got to write one of the stories in there for Skybound, which was exciting.
And a lot of the Venomverse related characters, I guess you could call it, right?
Yeah, I got to write for Scream for a long time. She was my favorite. Yeah, and you know, this summer they're working on their new, what is it called? Summer of Symbiotes. So I'll be back with Marvel for that.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then, well, you did Avengers, cool. And
did a little Avengers stuff, yeah.
We are speaking of symbiotes, Planet of the Symbiotes. That's Null right there.
Oh my gosh, there's so much Null. So many symbiotes.
There were so many symbiotes. When there was just one at one point. And there was just one and you didn't even really know what it was.
And they're like, you know what's better than one? 2, 20.
30, 1,000, a planet, a universe of them. But here's what's interesting to me. All of these books, you are a writer.
I am.
Of all this horror stuff.
Yeah, I get to write the spooky stuff, and it's such a blast, you know.
So can you tell me about a couple of them, please?
Ooh, Ghost Eaters is all about a haunted drug. Imagine you could pop a pill and see the dead. Wow. See ghosts. That's a personal favorite. This one I love.
Whisper Down the Lane.
Whisper Down the Lane. It's all about the satanic panic era of the 80s, 70s and 80s, and how it kind of ripples into modern day. That's more of like a psychological horror. So, yeah.
What's the remake?
No, imagine a ghost story that gets told 4 different ways every 25 years as technology changes. So like, you've got a campfire story, you've got a schlocky 70s drive-in movie, horror movie, you got the sleek, polished Scream style remake, and then you've got a podcast, and it's just the same ghost story getting told and retold and retold and remade.
That's a really interesting premise.
Yeah.
And what are these? Let's talk about these guys.
These are some chat books that just came out.
What's a chat book?
It's basically kind of like a small little magazine. Each of these has its own individual story. This one's called Mama Bird. This one's called Baby Carrots. And they're all about scary food, eating scary things.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And I guess Miss Corpus is the last. Well.
Oh my gosh, that was my first novel.
This is the first one.
That's my first novel. Yeah. Going way back for that. 200 years ago.
And I'm sorry, that was not the last book on the rest area.
Rest area. This was actually my first book. This is a collection of short stories, and that came out in 2002. It's wild.
So the collection of short stories, are they bits from these other books too?
No, these are all standalones. This is a collection of short stories. There's 20 stories in there, and all the rest of these are novels.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Now, how does everybody get them? They look you up? Quirk Books.
Yeah.
I remember Quirk Books. We used to see them at the Book Expo.
Yeah, Book Expo was great.
I loved the Book Expo. I really hope something similar comes back.
You know, one day, hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But Quirk is great. They published Ghost Eaters, remaking, Whisper Down the Lane. I've got a 4th book coming out with them in September.
Tell me about the 4th book, so if you can.
Oh, it's called What Kind of Mother? And it is what am I going to say about this? It's a scary book, and it's all about a palm reader, like a fortune teller, who isn't really a
fortune teller can't really have, isn't a psychic, but she totally has a psychic epiphany when she meets someone from her past and reads their palm, and it leads to some spooky things. But no spoilers.
No spoilers. That's good enough. I appreciate you taking the time. Hey, so we're gonna let Clay get back to the business of selling everything on his table.
Get back to the grind.
And yeah, get these comic fans from the Big Apple Comic Con going and doing their thing. So hey, as you know, it's me, it's Ken Pierce, PiercingMetal channel. So you're going to do me a favor. You're going to click subscribe to the channel, then click the notification bell, and then like and leave a comment on the video if you have something interesting to add to the mix. I will see you next time from the Big Apple Comic Con. Ken signing out. Cheers.